What's going on, guys? It's John Gordy, and we're doing the Hartke 4.5 extended low cab. We're doing 3 speaker replacements. I got stickers on my hands. The way these are wired up is very interesting. They're wired in series per chamber, vertically. One side is wired in series, the other side is wired in series, all going to the same spot. So this is how we're going to do it. First, to find out, hopefully, when you go to take something like this apart, try never to pull the speaker out all the way or disconnect all the wire. And if you do, then label it. Maybe make a little diagram or something like that. It just goes together a lot easier. First, the existing speakers that are already in here, just flip one over, and with a good light, positive is going to be our first one to look at. Positives going in. The way Hartke's got this is negative. It's coming off on a black, and this is where it changes. Here's the positive wire. Here's our new speaker. It's kind of like a daisy chain. So you have positive going in, negative coming out, positive going in. So your black wire is going to be connected to your red wire. Now you have a white wire. That white wire is going to be connected to the negative side. So that way you have positive going in on one speaker and negative going in on the other speaker. Just like that. And set it down just like that. The next guy that you're going to want to do, really should have done the center speaker first, but this one here is going to be easy peasy. And I have them kind of tied in there. Red wire is going to be your positive. White wire is going to be your negative. This is key on Hartke, that you make sure that you get the wiring code correct, because when you're done, you could take a 9-volt battery and you should be able to see all. Take that off. I gotta glue these back. You should be able to see all the speakers move at once. And if you don't, then you wired it incorrectly. Now we'll look at this other side. This is the same. I've already unscrewed this one as well. Look at one side, white's going into the positive. I'm sorry, white's going into the negative. Black wire is coming out of the positive. Black wire out of the positive. Black wire here, we're going to the negative. Now if you're still you're still like me, sometimes it's best to double and triple check, even though I just said it. Black positive. Black positive. Go into the negative. So go into the negative. Okay. It's also advisable when you go to disconnect these spade connectors off the speaker, don't force it off. If you do, you just might end up breaking the lead that goes into the speaker. Okay, so just to double check, you're going to have a positive on one end of the terminal on one speaker, should be negative going into the other one. We did it. And make sure you get everything all nice and lined up. Now, what I typically do on a cabinet such as this is you should use a hand screwdriver, you know. You don't want to puncture these, because even though they're aluminum, a drill or a screwdriver will go through them. But if you've been doing this for a while, you can get away with. I'm not going to screw all these in for you because it's kind of redundant, but I will show you how to do the right way and the wrong way to drill these in if you just don't have the time, because more than likely you probably won't have the time, so you're going to be rushing through it. Set your drill on a setting where you won't strip it out. Don't put all of the weight on the drill, because if it does slip off, it will go through. And don't cinch it up real tight on one side. You could bend the basket. When you go to cinch down your speakers, it's advisable to cinch them down in a star pattern. If you don't, you can bend the basket. There's a lot of different ways of destroying your audio. Now for the new speakers. These speakers, when you get a new speaker, it's going to have this little foam that extends all the way through the screw hole, and you want to make sure that you are right on top of it. This is probably where a hand screwdriver is going to come into play. Probably. If you could typically get one side and the other side started, then you got it. Just remember, not too tight. Okay. Next up will be the dual 15s. Hartke makes great gear. The XL series is an extended low series. These speakers can play down to 29 cycles, which is roughly in the home theater range of audio. They're the best cabs you can get for 5-string basses for that extended low or the brown note. They make a ported series, and they also make a duct series. I've had the best luck I've ever had with the 4.5 cab. The sound is just so smooth. It can be brutal if you don't know how to finesse the cab. If you've ever played Hartke gear, any Hartke gear, when it comes to their cabinets, when it comes to the older generation cabinets, if you've never played on one and you start playing on one, it is a whole new experience. Some like it, some don't. Now, Hartke does make a high drive series. It's a mixture of paper cone and aluminum. It gives that real sharp ring, that ring attack with aluminum, and then the paper gives it a nice warmth, and it's very, very punchy. And so these speakers here are only 100 watt a piece. The high drive series are lighter. They're 250 watts a speaker. At 250 watts a speaker, this cab here is 400. You're looking at a 1,000 watt 4x10 cab. And their 8x10 cabs are 2,000 watts. 2,000 watts. It would normally take 2 amplifiers to power the thing as far as it would go. I love the gear. I'm going to continue zipping this up, and the next video you see will be the 2x15 extended low series. This one plays down to 28 cycles. The bass is breathtaking. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Maybe learned a little bit. Maybe recap something you already know. Thanks for watching.